External Affairs Minister Jaishankar has shed light on the possible role that India may be able to play during the Russia-Ukraine and Israel-Hamas conflict and said that India remains engaged in efforts to find a peaceful resolution to the conflict through diplomacy, as it is one of the few countries that can speak to the warring sides in both situations. Jaishankar said at an interaction with the Indian community in the Australian city of Brisbane that both conflicts have caused concern because of their widespread fallout. In different ways, we're trying to do something to both, he said while responding to a question from the audience. Mehendi Garg is joining us for more details on this story. Mehendi, what can be read into this statement by the External Affairs Minister in Australia?
Well, India is engaged in efforts to find a peaceful resolution to the Russia-Ukraine and also Israel-Hamas conflict through diplomacy, as it is among the few countries that can speak to the warring sides in both situations. External Affairs Minister Jaishankar has mentioned this and made a statement about this. And also, Jaishankar said at an interaction with the Indian community in the Australian city of Brisbane that both conflicts have caused concern because of their widespread fallout. And also there has to be serious effort to return to diplomacy in the Russia-Ukraine conflict, as 125 countries of the global south are feeling the distress and also pain of this war, and pointing to Prime Minister Narendra Modi's involvement then in efforts to find a peaceful resolution. Then Jaishankar said that Modi had travelled to Russia in July and to Ukraine in August also, and Modi also met Ukrainian President Vladimir Zelensky in June and again in September, and held talks again with President Putin in the Russian city of Kazan in October. And he also mentioned that how the situation, call for some degree of proactive diplomacy, and India is trying to do that in terms of, having the diplomatic conversations with both the countries. And while adding to his statement, he also mentioned that how he feels that the rest of the world should not throw up their hands and say, okay, let's wait for them to slug it out, and one day they will get tired and something will happen. But he mentioned that every country should come forward and do something in this regard, because every day there is a cost to the world, and apart from the cost to these countries and to the region also. And that Jaishankar acknowledged that there was a certain degree of skepticism when India began its efforts, but today there is much greater understanding, especially with the Western countries. And also, it is also receiving strong support from the global south, and India is hoping that through multiple conversations, India will be able to create some common ground so that some beginnings of diplomacy can resume.
For more such videos, subscribe to the Newsx YouTube channel, hit the bell icon.